Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down one of the most powerful tools sitting on your computer, Microsoft Excel. If you've ever felt a little intimidated by that grid of endless boxes, you're in the right place. We're about to turn all that confusion into confidence by walking through the absolute essentials together. So let's start with a big question. What is it about Excel that makes it the king of spreadsheets? I mean, it's used by pretty much everyone, from students tracking homework to CEOs running massive companies. Why has this one program been on top for so long?
Well, to answer that, we really need to get to the heart of what Excel is for. It's so much more than a fancy calculator. When you use it right, it's actually a powerful tool for making decisions.
At its core, Excel is all about bringing order to chaos. It's a tool that's specifically designed to take a whole mess of raw data, just a jumble of numbers, and help you find the story that's hidden inside.
Think of it like this. Excel kind of has three superpowers. First, it helps you organize all that messy data into clean, useful information. Second, and this is the real magic, it automatically recalculates everything when your numbers change. No more erasing and redoing all the math. And third, it can turn all those numbers into really professional-looking charts with just a few clicks. And the whole point of all this? To help you make smarter, faster decisions.
Okay, so let's peel back the cover on your first Excel file and get to know the layout. Just getting the basic words down is key to feeling comfortable in here.
First thing you need to know, the entire Excel file that you save, that's called a workbook. And honestly, the best way to think about it is just like a digital notebook. It's the main container that holds all your stuff.
And, just like a notebook has pages, a workbook has worksheets. You might also hear people call them spreadsheets. This is the actual grid, the page, where you're going to do all your work.
And this shows you exactly how you get around those pages. A single workbook can have tons of worksheets, and you just flip between them by clicking these little tabs down at the bottom. It really is just like turning pages in a book.
So, each worksheet is a big grid made up of columns that go down, those have letters, and rows that go across, those have numbers. And the most basic little building block where a column and a row meet is a single box called a cell. That's where all the action happens. It's where you type your data.
Now, what's really cool is that every single cell has its own unique address, kind of like a map coordinate. It's just the column letter and the row number put together. So the spot where column A and row 22 cross paths, that's just cell A22. Simple as that.
All right, let's look up to the top of the screen and check out how you actually control everything. This is your command center, where all of Excel's powerful features live. This whole big area at the top is called the ribbon. It's basically your main toolbox, and it has thousands of commands all neatly sorted into different tabs, like Home for all your formatting, Insert for adding charts, and Formulas for, well, formulas. And right above the ribbon, you'll see this little guy, the Quick Access Toolbar. This is a super handy spot that you can customize. You can put your favorite, most used buttons right there. Things like save, undo, redo. It's a real time saver.
Okay, here's something you've probably noticed, but maybe never really thought about. As you move your mouse around in Excel, the little pointer is always changing its shape. Well, that's not random at all. It's actually one of the smartest little features in the whole program.
See, each of these pointer shapes is a visual cue. It's Excel's way of telling you what it's ready to do right now. Learning to read these shapes is a huge shortcut. It tells you if you're about to select something, or resize a column, or move data, or copy it. Seriously, paying attention to your mouse pointer is one of the fastest ways to feel like a pro in Excel.
So you've had the grand tour. Let's wrap up with two final but absolutely essential skills that you're going to need from day one: how to save your work and where to go when you need a little help.
All right, let's clear up a question that trips up almost everybody at first. What's the difference between save and save as? It's pretty simple. Use save when you just want to update the file you're already working on. But you use save as the very first time you save a file, or anytime you want to make a new copy of it with a different name or in a different place.
And remember, you're never really alone when you're working in Excel. If you get stuck, if you forget how to do something, help is literally just a click away. It's right there in the Help tab in the ribbon.
In fact, you've got 4 great ways to find an answer. You can hit the F1 key, which is the classic Help button. You can use that Help tab we just saw. You can type a question, just in plain English, into the Tell Me box. Or, let's be honest, you can just Google it. The online Excel community is absolutely massive, so an answer is almost always just a quick search.
And that's our tour. We've gone from a totally blank grid to understanding the whole landscape of Excel. You now know why it's such an amazing tool and where to find everything you need to get going. The power is officially in your hands now. So the only question left is the one you see right here. What are you going to build first?